It's all yours. Diane, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So
You hear me?
Yep. You're gonna do the first one.
Like I said, I don't have anything in front of me, but
The agenda's on the. Yeah, you want to call the meeting to order.
Yeah, call the meeting to order at what time is it? 6:35.
6:35. Okay. So number 2 is the explanation of the virtual meeting. As we know, we were in a global pandemic, and Governor Pritzker allowed us to move to a virtual community to allow us to be able to have these meetings virtually. So we are under the Illinois Open Meetings Act still operating in a virtual space. Hopefully we will move hybrid, but right now we are still 100% virtual. Okay. We can go to number 3.
Yes, we can go to number 3. I am pulling up the file right now.
Oh, can you see the screen? Can you guys not see the screen? Can everybody see the screen? Yes, no, maybe so. So number 3, we're opening it to public comments. So I will go. I'm going to stop my share, and I'll see if we have any public comments. The public comments are only for what's on the agenda. These comments are limited to 3 minutes per person and 30 minutes maximum. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't see any comments, any public comments or requests. So we will go on to the next section, which will be the approval of the agenda. So if all board members have been able to review the agenda, please take this moment to review it. I will pull it up for you guys to look at. If you have any questions, any changes, Diane, go ahead and with the approval for the agenda. So I'll pull it up. Give me 1 second. Oh, the agenda. Can you guys see the agenda?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Any changes that we need to make on this agenda?
I don't see any.
Okay. Okay. So Diane, move to approve the agenda with the board.
Yes. Move to approve the agenda. Who
I can
wants to
second it, Michaela.
second?
I second it.
Okay. Who seconded first?
Simmons.
Okay. Who? Anyone else?
Yeah, Simmons.
Okay. We can move on.
And approved. So I have Simmons first, Michaela second, agenda approved. We can go to the approval of the minutes. Did everyone get a second to review the minutes? And they were emailed out in the board content I sent earlier this week. Do you guys need a minute to read over them, or are we okay to move forward?
Is everything okay with the meeting? The minutes?
Yes.
Anyone would like to approve it?
I
Simmons.
move to And I'll second it, Michaela.
Okay. We can go on to the, I think this is the 6th.
So the number 6 is the government. You know what? This is not the update agenda, so I apologize for that in a second. On the updated agenda that was listed, has been postponed. We postponed it because we have an additional board member that will be joining us as our chairperson will be resigning for Cyan, who is our secretary join today. So I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to apply for a position and also allow our new board related with and anything going on as far as previous minutes, previous information that we have going, including but not limited to our home improvement loan program and kind of our guarantee program, and allow them to read our old bylaws. So I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to see what positions were available, what we have going on, if they wanted to run. So I opted to postpone that to our October meeting. So we can go to number 7.
Hey, one second, Ivy. If you're not speaking, do you mind terribly muting your phones or muting your laptops? Just because I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yes,
So much.
so am I.
Okay. So we're going to go to number 7, which is the executive director's report. So kind of a general summary of my activities. So all of our files are still stored and we're still completing the transition into Salesforce. We're about 95% done, probably closer to about 98. We are still scrubbing those files to make sure we are able to go completely paperless by 2022. Um, our marketing materials, we completed our first mailing during May, which 500 postcards was sent to local residents in our taxing district. The second mailing is was 1,000 people, and that was completed in July. Our third mailing is scheduled for September 2021, and that'll be about another 1,000, 1,500. And then our fourth one, which will be our last one, will be in October, which will be another 1,000 to 1,500. We do an annual, it was inaugural last year, holiday mailing for all our members that have joined the program that are still active, and that will go out November and December of this year. Thus far, we've had 3 newsletters. One will be going out very shortly, and we're working to increase the newsletter circulation to monthly. As of right now, it's about bi-monthly, and it started off quarterly. Alderman meetings. So thus far, we've met with Sposato, Villegas, Talaferro, Nugent, Cardona, Gardner, and I have a contact person at Raboya's office. Thank you, Pablo. I have not gotten in touch with Carlos, but I will definitely update you when me and him are able to get together. Again, each alderman had designated a sole member of their staff to be a part of our communication and outreach. They do get information in our strategic planning committee. We've had luck with Taliaferro's office, as well as Sposato's office with people who were in attendance to at least one or both of our strategic planning committee meetings. So if your alderman is interested in having someone be a part of that, please tell them to just email me, and I'll make sure that if the person they gave me is not included, is included. If it's any type of reason why they didn't get the email, or if they want to designate someone else, we can definitely do that. And also with that outreach, I have been reaching out to our state reps and senators. So far, I spoke with Representative LaPointe, and as you know, I worked with Representative Gazzardi earlier this year. And I was able to actually meet and reach out this past weekend to state rep, and I forgot her name. Please forgive me. It is gonna come to me. I'll come back. So, but I met with the state rep who serves the same area as Gazardi. And I don't know why I just forgot her name, but in that we are setting up a meeting for our office to meet with her office, as well as I will be meeting with LaPointe and Martwick as our office will be meeting with the conversation over the past weekend. Strategic planning. So we've had our second strategic planning committee, and we met July 27, 2021. And attendance, I had Commissioner Hawks. Thank you so much for showing up. Um, Catherine from Spazato's office, our own Jasmine Mojico, um, who came, and you guys will see some notes. All of our meetings are recorded, so if you ever want to watch the recording, just let me know. I could send that out to the board. But our next planned meeting is in September. So if you are interested, I do send that to anyone who has expressed interest in knowing more about the our strategic planning. You guys can be a part of it, as they've given me some wonderful action items that I'm working through now, and hopefully we'll have some actionable and goals to move forward with, will be presented to the board in December. For our program enrollees, we currently have 10 new participants for 2021. So we're looking like we're on a good road to do better than we did last year. Definitely much better than we did in 2019. So we're really pushing the program, and the mailing has brought in a few, not as many as we would think, but I'm pretty sure people look at their mail later and probably um, decide to come after they've seen their mail that's probably been sitting there for a couple of days. Also, with that, oh, my video's not on. I'm sorry. Also, with that, I do want to address that we are looking at several points of entry where we're talking about getting more program enrollees. So outside of just the mailing, we also have, again, the newsletter. We're also in the community, and we also are on other organization's website. So we're trying to get the word out as best as possible to make sure that this program continues. Uh, our annual audit, our former auditor, Watson, finished our pre-audit financials, and we've vetted Tim Watson to do our 2020 audit. So he is working on sending over our engagement letter, and the audit should begin no later than for outreach. We are always in communication with both nonprofits and retail stores. We're looking for in-kind gifts and additional marketing opportunities. We also, again, are now a member of the Sixth Quarter Business Association, and we did sponsors this year, Portage Park Farmers Market, and we distribute literature on July 18th, August 15th, and our last one will be September 19th. Also, last weekend, we were able to join Northwest Side Housing to be a part of the Kelvin Parks Back to School. So Jasmine and myself were able to be there, and that's where we were able to give out quite a bit of information. We actually ran out, so that was a good thing. We ran out of a lot of our goodie bags, which are information and some shoppers that we have here in the office. So we did get some calls after that. So we're looking to do more things in the community that's kind of front facing to reach people that we normally wouldn't reach. Our home improvement loan program, right now we have a total of 17 loan applications. Year to date, we had 7 applicants, 4 closed, 2 withdrawn, and 1 was denied. And finally, we did get a proposal from Chicago Foundation of Women for the board training. So kind of stay tuned. Once our board is complete and full, we will move forward with them for our board training. I'm super, super excited. I really do enjoy Chicago Foundation of Women, and they really tailored this for our board after having much conversation with them, very specific to our needs. So that's kind of my report. Any questions?
I have no questions. I do have a question. I'm sorry, this is Diane.
Yeah.
I do have a question. When do you think we're gonna go to that board training? More or less when?
So we have one more person who will be joining our board. So as soon as he gets appointed by the mayor, I'm hoping to have us do the board training like around October, November.
Okay,
But they're ready to go when we're ready to go.
very good.
Hi, Ivy, it's Makayla. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
There was one loan application that was denied. Do we know why that person was denied? And is there some way that we can help them prepare or, put in a better application?
So I can find out. A lot of times the bank really doesn't want to tell me why. They can't give me the name of why I was denied. Nine times
Mm,
it is because the loan value, because they do have to have equity in their
right.
home. Number one reason I've heard a lot of loans were denied was because the bank couldn't go on as a second mortgage. And that is important for them to either take that first or second position. So if the
Hmm.
house is paid off, they'll take first position. If the house is not paid off, they want to take second position. So if they're not able to take second position, because let's say the person already got a home improvement loan or some type of loan on their home, the bank will deny them. If they don't have 20% equity, the bank will deny them.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay, one more really quick question. I know for your marketing material, you're sending them out in batches.
Yes.
But I believe it's cheaper if you send them out, like the more you do, the lower it substantially lowers your mail rate. Is there one reason or another that's better for you right now? It might just be capacity, and I totally get it, but is there one reason that you think it's better to do in small batches?
One, we have a big sheet from the Cook County Assessor's Office, and everybody cannot get a postcard because some people are not actual homeowners. So we go through each person, and Southwest does the same thing. That's our sister company. And when we go through each one, we look at if they're actually in that home. So our program is geared to people who live in a home or family lives in a home, but we look for that person to have that address as their name before we send out the post.
Right.
So it's sometimes we run into people that are developers. So you'll see like a developer's name, or you'll see an attorney's name, or you'll see no name. So we have to take those out, or sometimes we'll get there and the address will be somewhere in Florida. So we have to double check to make sure that they're actually an owner occupier of that property. So that's one barrier. And then the second barrier is it is just myself and Jasmine. It is a great undertaking. And what I didn't want to happen was we send out all 49,000 and we get a whole influx, and then our Google rating goes down for us being horrible for not answering our phone, but it's just a capacity issue. So
Got it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for explaining that to me. And so that's what you meant by scrubbing the list, like you and your aide are going through each and every name and like, oh, wow. And how, how big is the an original list?
it's 49,000 people.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Next is the financial report. I'm gonna go here. So this is kind of a very high level overview of how we're performing financially. And you guys can kind of read this on your own. If you have any questions, let me know. I do want to say thank you to Diane for really pushing the marketing and PR budget last year. It has worked in our favor. As you know, we've gotten quite a bit of press this year because we have brought a publicist on. And she has done amazing filtering that PR, that PR piece, that marketing piece, making sure that what is put into the news and out there into the social sphere is correct and accurate of what we and on brand for what we want our brand to continue to be. So Diane, thank you for that great push. We are getting close to budget on that, and of course I will have an ask towards December to make sure we can continue this partnership because I do see the value in it. And if you guys don't know, we were interviewed again by WBZ, and actually she interviewed by Natalie Moore, and she actually interviewed one of our home improvement loan clients. So it was a great interview. I'm not sure when it's going to air or when it get published, but I will let you guys know as soon as I know. And our publicist Laura would definitely let me know. She will be on the October meeting because I do want you guys to meet her and kind of hear some of her ideas for pushing the organization forward. We were also on WVON to talk about housing and what we do as well. So she's done a great job at getting us good publicity. Um, Also, I do want to bring your attention to we're doing really good as far as our postage and mailing. So I know it was a we brought up kind of our postage being higher when we kind of do it lower and not in bulk. But we've done pretty well. Out of our two mailings, they cost us at most. I think I saw was about 500, which will hit our August uh, calculation. So it's not on this one, but we spent so far 382 between January and July during our mailing. So I'm pretty I don't want to say cheap, but I'm frugal when it comes to certain things. So I try to take the best route to make sure that we're getting the most bang for our bucks. Um, and that's pretty much it. If you guys want to take a look at where we're at, where we're going, anything you have questions with, just let me know. Um, and I think that's it. Any
I,
questions? Mhm.
this is Diane. I do have a question. Do you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. You said the audit is coming next week.
Yes.
I see that we still have 15,000. How much is that? Do you think that's going to be costing us?
I don't know. He's sending an engagement letter hopefully tomorrow. So hopefully I have the engagement letter. He knows he kind of knows it's between 10 and 15,000. So he knows that's all we have to play with.
Okay. And one more question. The contingencies, the 5,538.
Mhm.
Is there a breakdown on that or anything?
Yes, a lot of that is some of the marketing stuff that we use. Some of that I think, and I could break that contingencies all the way down. That's some of our service contracts. And also we paid out of that $2,000 out of that went to Wonderful to go through our pre-audit. So to make sure our books were completely okay before we go into our audit. So I did not pull that money out of the audit fee because I did not know how much the audit was going to cost us.
Okay. The money that you're getting for where are you getting the money for the book bags and that? How are we going to work that out?
We're not doing the book bags.
Oh, you're not doing it.
No, because we did the event at Kelvin Park. They gave away like 700 book bags, so we're not doing the book bags. We're just doing an event with mocktails, and you guys will hear more about it. But yeah, as we work through the details, it'll just be an open house with mocktails, and that information will come from our contingencies. So it's
Okay. All right. That's all I had.
okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
Hey, it's me again, but I'm new, so I have a couple of questions that probably everybody knows the answers to. What are the benchmarks for your bonus pay?
That's a good question. So I can send it to you. So
Okay.
my benchmarks was based on my last performance review. So
Mhm.
some of them was based on my communication with elected officials, our marketing, our numbers of how many people we were able to enroll in our home improvement loan program, as well as how many people we were able to get into our guaranteed program. So
Got
that's
it. And and who makes that assessment? Is
the,
that
the board in general. The board will.
we all decide? Got it. And thank you, Commissioner Reyes. I was going to ask about the contingencies too. And then the last is service contracts. What are those?
So my service contracts, that is actually our ADP. So we
Okay.
use ADP for our human resources. Um,
Yeah,
we do our payroll, and they charge a service fee.
that all makes sense. And then so the ancillary costs. So the loan program, the expectation for 2021 was to give away $300,000.
No,
No,
that's the life of the program.
that's the life of the program. Got it. But so the 280470 represents what?
where we at year to date. So as of between January and now, that's how much we've paid towards interest in the program.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Anyone else has questions? No?
Okay. So Diane, can you motion to approve the executive director and the financial report?
Yes, anyone, motion to approve? The
I will second that.
And who is this?
Gordon Hawks.
Okay. Anyone else?
I motion to accept both of those if we can do it both at one time.
I don't think so, but yeah, I think
Okay,
yeah.
one at a time.
So which one are we gonna do first?
Executive director.
Sorry, Ivy, which one are we doing first?
We'll a motion to approve the executive director report.
We're gonna motion to approve the executive director report.
And I will second that.
Okay, so Gordon seconds. Okay. So,
Ivy, which is the second one?
and then the financial report. So you want a motion to approve the financial report, and then whoever seconds, and then we're gonna approve the motion. So motion approved. So don't forget to approve the motion.
I motion to approve the financial report.
And I will second that.
Thank you. Okay, more.
Ivy, what was I supposed to do again?
Motion approved.
I motion to approve.
Hilarious.
Okay. I'll go back to our report. So now we're open to public comments. Let me see who in the public is here. Let's see. I'm gonna stop my share for a second. Oh no, here we go. Participants. Okay, we don't have any public. It's just us. So we can go ahead to any old business. Any old business, you guys?
I do. I'd like to find out, going back to, I believe it was February when Ernie Lukasik
Yes.
stepped forward and wanted to know about the bill that was going to be passed or hoped to be passed by the governor. I think it was Bill 2614. I remember, if that's correct. And that got passed, as far as I know.
It did pass through. Yes, the governor has not signed it into law yet.
Okay. When he does, that will open up the commission for more people to be applying for delinquent tax to help them with loans for delinquent taxes.
Correct. So what happens is once it's approved, it goes into our statute. So it is up to the board to decide if that's something we would want to implement, or if it just stays in the law for whichever board comes after us if they decide to implement it. That will not take place to January 2022, from my understanding. So even if he signed it now, it will not go into law until January 2022. So it gives us the option to provide loans to people who who have tax delinquencies and can pay their back taxes. We have been in conversations with local banks. We had a meeting with Divine Bank, Northwest Side Housing did, and I was able to speak with Gabrielle after the meeting. And she is a CRA agent at Divine Bank about what that will look like. So they have some creative ideas that will be low risk to the bank as well as ourselves.
So we're looking at 2022 then for that to get started.
Correct.
after he signs and after we vote on it.
Correct.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's what I wanted to find out.
Yeah, thank you. Any other old business? Okay, then we'll move to new business. For new business, I am looking for some commissioners to step up because we need to rewrite our bylaws. Our bylaws were last written in 1989. I think they're a little old. So I'm looking hopefully to get some commissioners to come on board. Just shoot me an email that you're interested in rewriting the bylaws. Um, it probably won't take place to next year, but I kind of want to start giving you guys the information, seeing what they say, and then we can start rewriting it. And that's actually part of our strategic plan, is to make sure that everything we have in this office is up to at least to the 2000s. So that's one of the things that I want to kind of put out there for new business. Is just think about if that's a committee you want to serve on, and we'll start at the top of the year.
Okay. I just wanted to add one thing. This is Diane. For new business. Since we're getting new commissioners and we've had some new commissioners already on the board, and I just wanted to see if we can at least next meeting meet in person in the office.
Yeah.
And then either vote or decide if we want to continue doing that or virtual, however we all decide on doing.
I think that's fine. I know that the state of Illinois, well, at least IDA, they meet hybrid. So they don't allow more than 25 people in their office. So it's solely up to you guys how you want. I try to follow what the state is doing. So, and that's a state agency. So that would mean it'll be room for the commissioners and a few more people to join if that's what they want us to do. So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But it's at everybody's comfort level. So, this is up to you guys. This is kind of your thing. So if you guys want to meet in October, I definitely have the door open. I'll make sure that the agenda states that it's a hybrid meeting, so people can join via Zoom or they can come to the office, but they will have to register.
Okay.
Is everybody okay with that?
Just so we can meet all the new commissioners. Is everyone okay with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And I am too.
Ditto.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay. So are we going to adjourn the meeting?
We can, if there's no other questions. Any other new business?
When is the next date of the meeting? The next one?
It is October 22nd. Oh, I'm sorry,
October.
October 15th. It's the third. That's a Friday. I'm sorry, October 21st. I'm sorry. It's the third Thursday of every month, every other month. So it's October.
October 21st. And we have no meeting in September?
No, we meet every other month.
Okay.
And that meeting, FYI, the October meeting will be our levy meeting. So we do need to have quorum. I will send you guys a bunch of emails reminding you just to join. If you can't join for 5 minutes because we do have to vote on the levy at that time.
Okay. Which is good to meet in person for that also.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
By then, you think we have a new commissioner, another new commissioner?
Yes, I'm hoping he will be appointed by October.
Okay.
One more quick question. Where are we at with our executive board members? So chairperson, according to this, I'm just looking at the letterhead, there's an interim secretary. Do we have all the folks, the officers that we're supposed to have?
That's why we're rewriting kind of the bylaws so we understand what officers we need and what officers we don't need anymore. So no, we don't have our officers in place. So we are missing. Diane is actually our financial chair.
Mm,
And vice president. We lost another commissioner, and I forgot. He was over the appraisal committee, and that was
mhm,
Mike Saladano. So we lost that person. And then we have Laura, who was the interim secretary, and then we have Carrie, who's chairperson, who's stepping down. So that's why we're also doing our elections in October as well. So October meeting will be long. So just sit tight.
Cool. And do you have, and you might have sent it to me, and maybe I missed it, but just a breakdown of all the committees, just and their members and sort of all that information somewhere?
I can send it to you. It is super, super antiquated.
Okay, okay. Send me
Yeah.
what you got, and then I'll call you and we can sort of just talk, you could talk me through it. So I know what the concept for each committee, even though that's gonna change or whatever.
Yeah, because some stuff is really antiquated. We don't need some stuff. We do need,
Got it.
appraisal committee. We do need to bring that back because we do have to go over our appraisals at the end of the year. So it's just good practice to have a committee out there and an outside person to look at the appraisals to make sure that they were done.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Okay.
that was best practices from Southwest. I do meet with the other ED to kind of go over what we do, what they do, and what seems to be best between the two agencies. So
So there's a similar organization, Southwest.
it's three of us. It's one in the Southwest, it's one in the far South, and then it's us on the Northwest side.
Interesting. Okay, great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions? So can we adjourn the meeting?
I will second that.
Okay. At what time is this? 7:14,
Seven.
I think.
Yep, 7:14. 7:13. Okay.
Great.
I'm gonna stop recording.